Sup, guys, this is Baseball for FPC, and I've got another new series for you. As you can see, I'll be doing a walkthrough of the Half-Life series, or rather, the first one for now. I'll eventually be going through and be doing both expansions for the first one, Opposing Force and Blue Shift, as well as going through and doing a walkthrough of Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and I believe Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. So a lot of new series coming up in the near future. But anyways, we're going to be starting with the original 1998 Half-Life game. Now this is not Half-Life Source. Half-Life Source was released in, I believe, 2004, and it was claimed to be basically the original game with updated graphics provided by the Source engine. However, this is not that enhanced edition. This is the original 1998 game. So, if you're not familiar, Half-Life, or rather, the Half-Life series in general, is considered one of the greatest gaming series of all time. It was revolutionary when it was released back in 1988. It had improved graphics, improved AI, improved combat system. Basically, everything that was standard at the time, Half-Life took and bumped it up so many levels that it just blew everybody's minds. It is considered the greatest PC game of all time, and the series itself one of the greatest, if not the greatest, series of all time. This was such a revolutionary game and series because it just took everything and just upped the ante in terms of, well, basically everything that a first-person shooter should consist of. If you didn't have Half-Life, you do not have the basis and the framework for so many of the games that you have today. And so, it's just one of those classics out there that really needs to be played. And I was kind of ashamed of myself. I hadn't actually played the Half-Life series until just about a couple weeks ago when I started playing the series. I picked up the entire Half-Life series during the Steam Summer Sale this year for, I don't remember, what was it, like 20 bucks maybe? So I got all the Half-Life games, including Team Fortress Classic, I believe that's what it's called. So anyways, I'm going through and I'm playing those right now. I've beaten the first one and both of its expansions, and I'm working through Half-Life 2. So, in the middle of my Half-Life 2 playthrough, I'm going back and I'm playing the Half-Life, the first Half-Life and its expansions to record those, get those up for you guys. So anyways, yeah, I'll be posting up the first mission, or the first level, I should say, of Half-Life probably later today. I guess it depends on when I get this uploaded. But yeah, I'll try to get you that video as soon as possible. This is a 1998 game, guys. I just want you to remember that. This is not 2012, this is not 2010, this is not 2007. This is not Call of Duty, this is Half-Life, this is 1998 graphics. At the time, they were revolutionary. At the time, nothing could be compared. It was almost like the Crysis of 1998. The original Crysis 1, when it first came out, was just so far above what in terms of graphics, it was so far above and beyond all the games at that time that there was just no comparison. Take that, put it into 1998, and just add to the fact that there was improved combat, there was improved AI, there was improved animation. Everything about the game was improved so far beyond everything else. So just keep that mindset as you're watching these videos, and you'll kind of get a feel for why this series is so legendary. So anyways, I'll be playing the Half-Life series for you guys. I don't remember who exactly it was that asked me to do a playthrough of this. It was a little while back, several months, if not close to 6 months ago, that I first got requested to do this. And I didn't have the Half-Life games at the time, so I promised him, whoever it was, if you're the one who told me, I would appreciate a comment just so I don't have to go through life wondering who it was that asked me to play Half-Life. Anyways, so they had asked me to play the Half-Life series, and so I didn't have them. I said when I got them, then I would put up the videos, I'd put up the walkthrough, and so I just picked them up during the Steam Summer Sale. I was working on Darksiders 2, as you've probably realized. thank you guys for all the video views and comments and stuff on those. That was great. But anyways, now that I finished up Darksiders 2, moving on to Half-Life, and I'll be getting that up for you guys. Just a quick note, though. I have started back up my university. My university has started back up at the beginning of this week, so that is taking up a lot of my time, actually. This is probably the beginning of the toughest semesters that I've ever had to do. The first 2 semesters, including summer school, they were not that bad. However, right now I'm starting to get into the hardcore computer science classes, so that's going to occupy a lot more of my time. So hopefully I've got maybe 7 or 8 videos banked. Basically, they're already uploaded. I just need to set them to public. So I've got about maybe 7 or 8 of those just waiting. So I've got, seeing as how I'm uploading every other day, that's a good 2 weeks of videos right there, and I expect that I'll be able to get a lot more out for you guys. So hopefully there won't be any delays. Hopefully I'll be able to stick with my schedule pretty well and getting you a video every other day. So with that said, this has been the Half-Life introduction, and yeah, so thanks for watching, or rather listening to this, and enjoy the walkthrough. So later.